You can go to this timecode to skip the recap. But if you're new, let me catch you up. Sway, you want one?
No thanks.
Stace?
That poison? No thanks.
Suit yourself. So it all started last year when we were hit by Hurricane Milton. And my girls, they had to stay at the in-laws' house while the demolition and the construction was getting done. And that's when the president of the HOA, Dan, decided that he wanted to propose a $5 million wall for the entire community to pay for. Now I hate HOA stuff, and usually I don't get involved. And it just didn't make any sense. So I ended up posting a video to the Facebook page outlining a few pros and cons for the community to consider. And that's when Dan turned a little vicious.
You might want to check if your house already has a claim on it after Ian, because you probably exceed the 50% rule and won't be able to get insurance for this.
You see, people actually enjoyed some of the points I raised because it raised a couple more questions for them. The problem was I ended up catching Dan's logic in a bit of a conundrum at a meeting.
I talked to our attorney. She said you can build it as a privacy soundproof wall and build it anyway and get it permitted that way. She said you don't have to get it permitted as a flood wall.
So we're not protected because it's not a flood wall, it's a privacy wall.
How did you make that leap?
You just said that. So technically, it's not really going to be a flood wall, and as a result, we're not really protected if it fails, which is kind of a problem seeing as the whole point of this is to protect us. You sure you don't want one?
I don't eat that poison.
Jaw jerky then?
Bet.
So I raised this question again. Can we confirm this will be a flood wall, not a privacy wall? And then Dan ended up blocking me on the page. So I've called him out publicly, got a couple of issues with what he's been saying. Why are you silencing me? And it only makes the people think, why is he silencing people that are asking questions? It's odd. I burnt that side. Oh, now you're caught up. And as always, I have to say that this is based on a true story. Some names, events, and locations have been changed for privacy purposes. This is purely for entertainment purposes. Enjoy the show. So it turns out it's just me.
What?
I thought they were banning the entire page, but it's just my account.
How do you know that?
Dan actually said it publicly after a lady called him out.
Really?
Oh my god, this is proof of censorship happening! Everyone move to the other Facebook page, now!
We are not censoring everyone. It's just Blake, because we need to control misinformation.
That doesn't matter! It is silencing members of the community! This is wrong!
Oh, it's an awful voice.
It was you. You could at least try harder to make a female voice.
All right, fine. I'll do better next time.
So what's your next move?
I don't know. Sometimes life hands you dumb luck, almost too perfectly. Because I bumped into an acquaintance of mine and found out he had a law degree. Now this gentleman has asked for his identity to remain secret, so we're going to change his voice for privacy reasons.
You know that's discrimination, right?
Sway!
Sorry. I turned it the wrong way.
Thank you. So let's get back to it.
You know that's discrimination, right?
I'm listening.
Under Florida HOA law, Statute 720 says you cannot suppress dissent in meetings. While Facebook groups are not technically meetings, and the law does not recognize them, it does shape decisions made in the community.
Guess the law has to catch up.
There are case studies of Florida HOAs being sued for doing this.
Interesting.
I can write up a letter demanding they remove the block. But you need proof that he's selectively blocking you.
I guess I have to get proof. Hey mate, are you able to swing past my house at like 6:30? I just want to prove that Dan is suppressing just my account on the Facebook page.
Yeah, sure.
That was easy. Thanks, I'll see you then. Are you able to help me prove that?
I don't know, man. I don't want to piss him off any further.
What's he gonna do that he hasn't already done?
Yeah, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
You rock. I'll see you then. There's a select few who want to step up against bullying. Stepping up can get just as ugly, because it requires you being hated by people who don't know the full story, or even care. But I don't go down without a fight, and I can't do it without support. So let's prove this. Second. Yep, press post. Alright, so...
You want me to go to that?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool, straight to being published. Sent to admin. Growth. It's a bittersweet victory tonight. Because on one hand, we proved discrimination, but it shouldn't have existed at all. A little win is nice though. But unfortunately, all wins end just as fast as they arrive.
Now just quickly, if you wanted to get some access to additional stuff that Dan had sent me that didn't make the cut for this video, you can go to thewallinfo.com, put in your email, your cell phone if you want, and you will get access to additional stuff that was interacted between the two of us that you might enjoy reading. But anyway, let's get back to it. So what's this?
Look at the fifth line.
But they want us to vote on the construction of the wall?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were meant to be voting on the survey.
Yeah, I think so.
So wait, they want us to ask the engineer questions on the same night we're meant to vote on the full construction.
Yeah, pretty crazy, huh?
When are we meant to be voting for this?
2 weeks.
Maybe this next plan will work.
If you guys can post without restrictions, maybe we get 4 or 5 neighbors to simultaneously post the letter explaining that he's breaching 720, and everyone will have to see it because he can't delete them fast enough. It'll force his hand and he'll have to let the information come back on the page.
So you want me to post in the group? I don't want to get blocked.
Dude, he can't block you. It'd be breaching 720.
Does he care?
Plenty of people want change,
I'm sorry, I can't.
but they want someone else to do it for them.
I don't want to get involved.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm sorry.
Nah, look, it's fine.
I can't. But please keep doing what you're doing. We need you.
We can't let this well happen.
Nobody?
Not one. I don't know how people do it. Politics is just so gross. And like, this is just community politics. So small. I couldn't imagine someone who wants to do this as a career with the potential like bullets flying past your head, lawfare, the courts coming after you, people just attacking you on the streets. Like, this is so small time, it's draining.
Looks like someone else got kicked out. He goes by Crone.
Crone. Haven't heard of him.
He said that he would help write a grant, and then Dan told him off and kicked him out.
Another one bites the dust.
I just emailed you the letter. It's strong, and hopefully this should force them to add you back onto the page.
This contract in my head.
I don't even know if this will work. But what I do know is tomorrow, the community is showing we've had enough.
Just dial this number, watch you